Welcome to Behind the Scenes. Hello and welcome to Behind the Scenes of Freaky Fred versus Sweeney Todd. You know, this has been in the work for a long time. Let's see how long it's been. It's been in the work since June 15th, 2016. And that's just the writing. Freaky Fred was pretty hard to write for, but you know, I found a way to make it work. It was a lot of observations and jabs. There was a good bit of reference and stuff packed into there as well, but you know, I did what I could about it. Sweeney Todd has such a expansive amount of info that it was a bit easier to work with. It took me a long time just to get the last few lines of the second and third verse. When it came to Freaky Fred, Mancha was actually the first on my list to do Freaky Fred, but he didn't really do it the way I like it to, so I decided to do it myself. A lot of people said I had a really good Freaky Fred impression, so I just decided to go in for it, but thankfully it worked out really well. Dustin, Freshy Kanal, he made it really work. He made my deep, gritty voice sound even better, even deeper.
Sweetie, you would taste this man, so be Sandra Sloppy, and sweet Miss Levin, or the Death Eater copy. You're a die-full musical, you seem too cocky.
So, yeah, it was fantastic. Zawsome, I asked him to do Sweeney Todd. He did an amazing job.
Right, less a bag, Gertrude, put the bud, family name.
Seeming so sweet, Muriel's victim to deceit. To defeat white meat, Asylum, fleet streets!
It took a while to get the audio, but once he brought it out, oh, he really nailed it. The costumes are interesting. See, I've been working on my Freaky Fred costume for years and years, ever since I started working on this battle. It's had a lot of iterations since then. It's gone one after one after one. I've been continually trying to improve it over years and years. I was able to finally nail the style and creepiness of Freaky Fred. I shaved myself bald. I do that pretty often, but I shaved myself bald so I can get it way back on the head. So it looked like he had a lot of hair, but he was also had a receding hairline, which is what actually is going on. So you see, I have a pretty big nose, so I finally got the hooked nose to work, because in the show, he actually has a pretty tiny nose, but with the hooked nose, it gives the appearance that I could actually make it work. And for the smile and stuff, I just kind of accentuated the lines and stuff with makeup and everything. I wanted to get the green eyes, but I couldn't find a way to make it work. Here we have the coat, the tie, the pants. They're actually really green. It probably doesn't look very green because of how it is on camera, but it's actually really green. It's almost like the perfect, which was like I almost wanted to go for like an olive color. And of course, I made all the props. I wanted to use this a whole lot more in the video. Here we have the Muriel apron. My friend played it Muriel. It's really great. The clippers in the show are very varied. Like there's no like exact size for these things. So I went for a really big one, not so big that's outrageous. This is the Freaky Barber medical bracelet that you see at that one point in the video. For Sweeney Todd's costume, I practically made the entire thing and sent it over to Zawsome. I'm really proud of it. Pretty much found everything at a thrift shop, and what I couldn't get on a thrift shop, I got on Amazon. I found a great jacket that I was able to fashion into the right style for Sweeney Todd. And the great thing is, Zawsome actually made a thing or two. He made this this little leather pouch for the razors. I bought him one of the razors. He had two now. He styled the hair really great. So I sent him the vest, the shirt, the wig, the scarf, the pants, a razor, the gloves, maybe a thing or two else that I'm forgetting about. But yeah, I made the entire thing and sent it to him. I got my friend Stefan in the room to film for your Muriel and the barber customer. The scene where he's getting pushed out of the chair, and that was funny. That was like a lot of work to work on because I had to make it look like his hair got pushed off, while at the same time giving him a push as like a cue, while also having like a small room, so it wasn't that much room. So he had to make it look like he was running at full, getting pushed at full force without actually going that far. Surprisingly, the chair keyed out really well despite how many wrinkles there were. We finally got to a point where we could film the thing, and we were on a Discord call filming it. My directing style is pretty loose, so we had a few cues and a few ideas on the Google Doc to do, and that was some of the more specific parts of the video. But for the most part, I'm just like, do how you think it would work. Later on, when I looked at the footage, we forgot to record one line, and that was the zombie line. I masked it up pretty well because with the zombie moves and stuff, but yeah, we didn't have that one, so I had to make do. Editing was one of the most fun and frustrating parts of the entire video. Now Ultimate, he makes amazing background, he does amazing editing, but for this time I just asked for his guidance in the background, and he really knocked it out of the park with the backgrounds. He made the Sweeney Todd Fleet Street, and he made Courage the Cowardly Dog's house. He really knocked it out of the park when he made the inside of the house. It's like, Ultimate, you ain't gotta do that. But I was like, since you did go do that, let me use some of those scenes, and it really looked great in the video. Ultimate also made the both of the barbershops and both angles. The barbershops looked amazing, absolutely fantastic. Like the amount of detail in there is outstanding. I also got some 3D models from a guy named Just Dimitri on Fiverr. He made the bus background, and he made the 3D van at the end of the video, which look absolutely great. Brodecai made the thumbnail. Brodecai did a really great job. I helped him with the background and everything, but he really made a thumbnail that really grabs your eye. Both of the intros exactly replicate the way both characters are introduced in the series. Fred comes in on a bus from the beginning of the episode and leaves in the van by the end of the episode, which is how it works out in the battle. Sweeney Todd came in on a boat, and if I did it right, Sweeney Todd would have died. But I thought that'd be anticlimactic or just kind of silly because Sweeney Todd dies and friggin' Fred gets to go back to the asylum. Yeah, it seems like I had to switch from Sony Vegas 15 to Sony Vegas 18 halfway through because I needed something that could track better because I was tracking things by hand for the most part, but when I got up to the Gary Busey line, yeah, I couldn't have done that. I was also planning on making the eyes green the entire video, but by the time the video was basically done, I already spent too much time on it. I gave it a Halloween release just to make the Halloween rap battle list, but then I took it down because there was something wrong with it. It wasn't entirely ready, and then I re-released it like a week or so later. There was actually a few things that were going to be in the video that were in the storyboards, but I wasn't able to make it work. Like there was going to be a Bob's Burger stylized drawing of Sweeney Todd, Mr. Lovett, and Toby, I think his name is, because in the Bob's Burger pilot, they're accused of eating human meat, which it was a funny little reference. It was also going to be a porn magazine that made fun of Tim Burton's style, and that was going to be seen, but I ended up censoring it because I thought that would have been funnier, and it didn't really make sense to track another thing after I went through so much work of it. For Sweeney Todd, when you saw his eyes darting around, that was actually to a reference to a joke that me and my friend Stefan made when we were watching the movie. Johnny Depp is like a very active actor, so like every time he looked like he was thinking or distraught or anything, he would look around like, and I really wanted to be true to Freaky Fred. So instead of going for like the usual rap thing, I've decided to go for how he does it in the story, which from what I've seen and from what I've read and heard, he talks in 3 rhymes ending with naughty every single time. So gat, lat, sat, naughty, baboon, cocoon, dadoob, dadoon, naughty. I don't know. Thank you everybody for encouraging me, helping me. Dustin, Ultimate, Brodecai, Zawsome, Stefan, Audio Network. I mean, I didn't buy their beat. I took it, but you know, freaking, I didn't want any monetization from it. So I was just like, go on, claim it. I don't care. This is for me. So thank you so much, everybody. Bye bye.